Yeah, what's up? What it do, YouTube? Right back at you with another video. And I'm not gonna be too long, man. I just want to put a few things out there, bring to your attention a few things that I've been seeing going on. I want to touch on right now. We got the media right now pushing for police reform. Donald Trump just signed an executive order for police reform, which I don't think is going to do nothing, because when you look at these police agencies, most of them are embedded with white supremacists. So by you hiring white supremacists and then giving them a leeway to get out of certain things that they do, it's not going to help. You know what I mean? They have to be punished. You have to put in a system that's going to punish these police for when they do wrong, not give them reform and retrain them and all that stuff. It's going to be the same shit. This just to comfort you and shut you up, man, at the time. And I don't think it's going to do nothing, man. Matter of fact, most of these police agencies, man, and these lieutenants and these sergeants and these higher ups, they want the police to treat you like that. They want the police to treat you with authority. They want them to have the upper hand and have send a message and enforce. That's why it's called law enforcement. Enforce certain things on you. They want to do that. They want to be able to do that because they feel that that's the only way that they can keep you in check. I'm talking about black, quote unquote, black people, you know what I'm saying? So this is why they come and are in the neighborhoods of black neighborhoods, and they violate us. They walk in our house with no warrants. They just stop you for no reason and check you. They pull you over and flip your car inside out. They operate outside the law when it comes to black people, man. And this is what they want you to do. That's why they never get punished, because they want you, and they always have something to justify it. And you don't have the power to fight them back because you don't have no money for certain attorneys. You might have an attorney, but the attorney can only go so far, and then they're gonna always, try to up the ante with money. You know what I mean? So then they got this big machine behind them. You know what I'm saying? And they know that. So don't let this police reform fool you, man. And also, man, we got 5 brothers around the country that been hung. We got 2 out here in California where I'm at, Victorville. I know people in Victorville, and I know people in Lancaster. So, you know what I'm saying? If you don't really know, LA right now is being gentrified. So, a lot of the rent and all that stuff is very high. So what a lot of black folks did when they was able to have money to buy a house, they couldn't afford it in the inner city. So Victorville, Palmdale, Lancaster, those are probably 40 minutes away, 45 minutes away. Victorville a little further, about an hour away. So you still have a large black community out that way, but that's where a lot of blacks start to move in the late 90s, early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? So you have a big community, but also, before blacks moved out that way, it was mostly whites in that area, in the desert. You know what I mean? Because you consider that you consider Victorville the high desert, Palmdale the lower desert. You know what I mean? So before that, it was a lot of white supremacists. In the early 90s, it was a lot of white supremacists out there. You even got a guy named, y'all can go look this dude up, Afro Man. A lot of y'all know who this dude is. He's a rapper. But when he first came out with a song called Before I Got High. And he talked about, because he grew up in Palmdale. And then he also have a song on that album called Skinheads. You know what I'm saying? I guess when he first moved out there in the 80s, when he was younger, he said he used to fight with the skinheads. You know what I'm saying? So you can go check that out. Afro Man is one of his songs. He's talking about Palmdale, Lancaster back in the days in the 80s. So and what happened was that those white people moved on the other side of the city. So you still have some of these white supremacists that lived out there, and they just moved out. When blacks moved in, they moved out, but they just moved further away from blacks, but stayed out there in the desert. You know what I'm saying? So you still have a lot of white supremacists out there, man. So you see people with Confederate flags. Some of them places, man, I done been out there and seen that shit. So it's still kind of racist out there too. I ain't gonna say like deep like the deep south, but it's still kind of racist out this way. You know what I'm saying? California is very liberal, but you still have your fair share of racist white supremacists out this way. You know what I'm saying? You see when they had these rallies out here, you see it happen. So I just want to bring to people attention what be going on. And I also want to bring up reparations, man. And the reason why I even if we get reparations, but I'm gonna tell you something. We got to understand what this country was built on. This country was built on greed. Everything. They even went and got slaves when the Catholic Church declared them to go and to other go to explore and come back with goods for any means necessary under their rule. So when the Catholics sent the Portuguese out, and the Portuguese was one of the first people to bring slaves to the American shores, which was in Brazil. Then you had other islands. That's why slaves always slaves hit the Caribbean first, all through South America. When slaves came, no boat has docked on the North America. You know what I'm saying? Until later on. But before that, mostly all slaves came through that channel, through the Caribbean. Christopher Columbus never touched foot on this land, never touched foot in America. He was in the Caribbean somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all those Caribbeans were all the slaves were in the Caribbean first, and then a lot of them got transferred from those islands to America, and a lot of them stayed. You know what I mean? So most slaves came through the Caribbean. Not most, the majority. So when all them slaves was coming, it was for free labor. They, you know what I'm saying? They was to go. The Catholic Church gave them the right to go privilege and pandering. I can't say that word, but they went around the world. I mean, they had boats. Once they was able to sell, they had boats to go around the world and just take what they want, rape, kill, savage, all that stuff. And it was under the Catholic rule. You know what I mean? It was under the Catholic Church rule for them to do that. So it was built on greed. It was all because of greed. You know what I'm saying? And they whole get down was for greed, and they didn't want to see nobody else with nothing. See, this is what we facing right now. So even at the lowest rate right now in America as black people, but yet white supremacists still don't want to see no progress. Now I want to tie that into reparations. This is why I'm saying that black people getting reparations, man, it's gonna be over their dead body. And I'm talking about all these nice acting whites. Oh yeah, you know, I think it. All of them gonna be mad, and it's gonna be war, because they don't want to see us prosper at all. I mean, no type of. This is what this country is built on: greed. Their greed won't allow us to do well. You will never do well, and that's why we have to separate to do well. That's the only way. You will have to separate completely, because once you try to do well under their rule, they're gonna do things to undermine jealousy, hate, envy. That's they get out. That's the whole culture of this European in America, and you could say that for Europeans around the world. It's jealousy, hate, greed. They don't want to see you get reparations. I want to see black people in America receive reparations. But me personally, I'm going to be real with you. I don't think it's going to help at all. But people just having extra money. That's it. Because we still not conditioned. We still going to go spend that money with other people. People going to get $300,000. I heard if everybody get what they supposed to get, they share, it should be $350 per person. Right? I don't know if it's going to be, you got to be over 18 or what. I don't know. But $350,000 per person. I mean, you're going to see, we got to be real here. Some people, and I'm saying, you got to be real with yourself. Don't get mad at me. To be real, niggas going to be at that swap meet, that Slauson swap meet. That's going to be a line in that motherfucker. Just like it's a line now when that motherfucker opened up. That motherfucker opened up a couple weeks ago, about a week and a half ago. It was a line to get in. People was fiending to spend their money with these fucking agents. You know who running Slauson swap meet? Ain't nothing but agents in there. You know what I mean? So they was fiending to go spend their money. So that's what's going to happen. That's what I see happening. If that shit come today, we're not conditioned. So you have to put in a little bit of condition with reparations too. We have to condition the people on how to spend with us, black people, and create businesses. And the ones that do create, because everybody ain't gonna create business. Everybody can't, just like Nick Cannon said, man, it's some people that just, that's not they get out. They not gonna be able to go create a business. They you know what I'm saying? That's not them. Then you got some people that's gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody not gonna create businesses. Everybody not gonna have, but the people that do, we have to teach our people to go spend with them. Go to this store and spend with them. But we gotta learn how to bargain too. We gotta learn how to be be reasonable. We can't always try to get rich off of everything, because that's one of our problems too. That every time we open some or we sell some, we always try to get rich off of everything we do. So we want to charge an arm and a leg, right? That's just being real. You know what I'm saying? I live out here in LA, man. I've been through it. I've been to different shops, and I go over here to the black shop, and you know, they want to charge me this and that. I'm like, damn, man, I got this job done not too long ago from them, and it was like half price. You know what I'm saying? I told the nigga told me he'd charge me. I went to his shop because it was black. Somebody told me about him. I went over there, man. They tried to charge me an arm and a leg to do my brakes, man. Ridiculous. Oh, well, we gonna do it right, man. I said, but damn, man, that's way too much, man. $1 to do all 4 brakes, like, come on, bro, that's expensive. But, you know, that's what niggas do. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta be reasonable with prices too, man. But then we also gotta tie that into, like I broke this down to my brother one time. I said, when you look at back in the days, man, you see the Louisiana fish fries and all that stuff that they got. We used to control it. That's our food. We cook that. That's our seasoning. Louisiana seasoning and all of the fish markets that you get these shrimps and fish from, and you go there, and now the agent's running. But I said, you got to understand what happened. A lot of people don't understand what happened. See, when they start coming out here, they said that they're gonna control the market. So what they did as a people was, what they did was buy out the warehouses on the ports. Once they bought the warehouses, they put their people in there. You know, it was still the white man fishing, bringing the fish back. Then once they got enough money, then they start to buy the companies from the white people, the boats. Then once they bought the boats, they became the fishermen too. So then, once they became the fishermen and the one that bring into the fish to the warehouse, they was controlling it. Then they sell it to their own people for dirt cheap, and then they could come out here and open up these fish markets. Now, when blacks went there to that same place and tried to buy fish, they charged them an arm and a leg. You know what I'm saying? So now when they open up their fish market, their fish is a little more expensive because they get charged more. But that's a way to butt them out and not be able to compete. You know what I'm saying? So things like that do happen. We do get overcharged, so we have to charge more. So I'm not saying that's not what happens. I'm just saying that we have to find a way to bargain with each other, to bargain prices, man. Because if we gonna get this reparations, the main thing is not opening up businesses. The main thing is to spend with your own people. That's what's gonna keep everybody afloat. Because once you get that money and then you go spend here, buy Cadillacs and Cadillac trucks and go buy 30 pair of Jordans, man, you just gave it right back. You just gave it right back, right? I'll go buy a house. Okay, now you own property, but you ain't got no money accumulating. Eventually, it's gonna go to foreclosure. You know what I mean? You ain't got no money coming in, so how you gonna keep that going? You know what I'm saying? Because you say, oh well, we could buy property. No, it don't work like that. You got to have money accumulate, right? So that's what I'm saying about, that's all I want to say about reparations, man. We have people that's not going to tolerate that at all. And we got to be real with it, because is they jealousy? They don't want to see no progress. They hate. Man, this is why no president, none of them, no government official is even trying to even hear that. They know what they people going to do. We talking about some hangings. Right now, let reparations, let black people, let them talk about, hey, black people gonna get reparations. You gonna see, man, these militia, that's when the war gonna start. You know what I'm saying? But then we also gotta say that every black organization has been brought down, and it was for the better. It was for the good. Black Panthers, Martin Luther King, US Foundation, all those different organizations been brought down as terrorist groups. But we have the number one biggest terrorist group of them all, and that's the KKK, the white supremacists. They don't declare them terrorists, even though they did the most terrorist acts. They done blew stuff up. They done fucked shit over. And if they really want to, they could go and get them as terrorists, but they choose not to. You know why? Because they want them. They want them to keep the fear in black people. This is what they got them for. This is what they want them for. And then most of them are infiltrated within the government, within the police, within the unions, within everywhere. These dudes are real sick, man. They're anti-blacks. And sometimes you as a black person, us as black people can't even fathom the thinking process on how you could just hate and want to kill people, kids, for no reason. Just want to kill an innocent man walking down the street for no apparent reason. That's insane, man. Like, that's not even a part of nature, man. We gotta understand that. But we gotta understand that some of these people are devil worshippers, man. They breathe evil. They love evil. That's what they do, man. They love evilness, man. They can withstand certain things, man, that we wouldn't be able to stomach. They can stomach and laugh and be happy. It makes them sleep at night. So I just wanted to put that out there, the truth about reparations and what I think is going to really happen. And I'm not saying don't fight for it, but I'm saying condition, because when black people get reparations, believe me, black people gonna have to separate, because not only is white supremacists gonna come after, it's gonna be these other races. They gonna be hating on us tough. They already do now, but they gonna team up on us, man. Oh yeah, y'all got this and that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna team up. You gotta have a plan, man. So I'm out.